Welcome to Daily Tax Savings. This is Tony Novak here to share a few points on saving taxes and staying out of tax trouble. Let's jump right in. Today's topic is assigning income. Now, the normal rule in taxation is that when we earn income, we can't assign it to someone else to pay the taxes. The common scenario is often when there's a parent and children. Perhaps the parents work in the business, but the business is owned by the parent, and the parent would like to assign and have his kids pay tax because they're at a much lower tax bracket. It also happens sometimes in spouses where there's married filing separately situations. Unfortunately, that's a no-no. We generally cannot do that, cannot assign income, and for that matter, also expenses. Same thing. We can't have. I can't take a mortgage interest deduction on a mortgage that is in my child's name or spouse's name if we're filing separately. It doesn't work that way. However, there are legitimate workarounds that have the same effect as assigning income. One of the most common is a partnership. And again, I'm going to use the example of a family business where let's say that the parent owns 90% of the business and the kids each own, two kids each own 5%. So they're a minority ownership interest in the business. But let's say that the parent is in charge of getting the sales contract and the kids do all the work. In that case, it's very likely and feasible that it would be fair to assign a large percentage of the income of the business to the kids. And a side benefit of that might be that they are at a lower tax bracket, so the overall taxes are lower. However, with this rule, as with many of the other workarounds and exceptions, the purpose cannot be solely to save taxes. There has to be an economic reason, like the story I just shared. But it's fairly easy to come up with an economic reason to allocate uh, uh, income and other attributes of a partnership business. If you have any thoughts or questions about that, I'm easy to reach on social media, or if you want to talk one-on-one, that's easy also. Find me at taxproblems.cpa. And I'll be back tomorrow with another Tax Savings Minute.